Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to you all. Hopefully you're all having a lovely day. I have new headphones in and they make everything sound way worse. Help. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright. Hopefully everybody else is having a good day. I haven't done anything. All day, which is normal. It's a sad day. Why would I be productive on a Saturday, right? Who does that? But now we are going to be. Now we're going to have the productivity time as we do tabards and T-posing. Because if you were here on the Sunday stream? Last Sunday. I forgot what day it is. I'm having a minute here. On last Sunday's stream, I decided that the direction I was going to go with for the World Anvil costume challenge was that it was going to be a tabard, primarily. Like, the main feature of the outfit is that it is a tabard, and then, of course, there's a little bit more to do with, like, the underlayers and the shoes and the fabrics and the blah, blah, blah. But it's a tabard, basically. So the plan today is to draw many tabards. This is the plan. It's a lot of work, but it's the plan. So, I will close this. I've already drawn a base. It's probably not the best base that could be drawn, and before I export any images to use in the actual article, I will probably refine this a little bit with a bit of like proportion stuff, and also the fact that you can tell that I can only draw like 2-3 things, and so it gets progressively worse the further down the page it gets. That's normal. That's normal shit. So whatever, it's fine, it'll do. Hey day, good evening. You'll be passing out while you draw. Honestly, mood. That's a big mood. I am tired. I'm not too tired. I had a nap, so I'm all good. I have sorted myself out for at least the 2 hours, and then I can pass out after that. That's the way. So, I have the base, and I have put... There's gonna be 4 styles that I need to draw, and then I also would like to draw a... I want to do a lot of drawing for this article, and that's me making life difficult for myself. I want to have an example of each of the 4 styles. Like one example of each. I'm not doing more than one. Jesus Christ. One example of each of the 4 styles, and then I would like to do an image that shows the various layers. I'm not sure if I will do that, because the issue is I don't think there is that much going on here in terms of layers, just because it's not as complicated as I thought maybe it could have been before I actually started figuring out what the idea was going to be. When it was, a lot more like it is formal dress, but like more formal dress. It was going to be fairly complex. Now it's basically just like a shirt, a tabard, pants. Or, well, not pants, but, sometimes pants. Got up at 7, then rehearsal, then light shopping, then workbooks, now is sleep. That is correct. Now is sleep. Sleep well. Have a good sleep. Sleep is good. I highly recommend sleep. Sleep comes highly recommended to me. So, there's 4 tabards. Well, technically there's 3 tabards in 1 dress. Long story. I don't think any of my sketches will show up, but I will. What is this? Because I did do some sketches, mostly earlier in the week. Yeah, the arms are possibly a little long. I think the reason the arms seem long is I think the legs are slightly too short, or the torso is too short, because initially the arms were too long. Too short, even. The arms were initially too short, I think. I don't know. Oh. Because, like, here's the issue. I fucking hate proportions, and I can't draw proportions for shit. This is not going to show up. You're not going to be able to see any of this. That's unfortunate. I can't draw proportions for shit because I don't draw body. I can't steal someone else's space. Sorry, that immediately came out way too aggressive. Jesus Christ. Calm down, Isaac. I can't steal someone else's base. Not because it's not a good idea, but because then it literally would not make, nothing would look correct. To me, it wouldn't look correct. I don't think. I think it would look wrong. Because I don't draw proportional art anyway. Like, my art is not really strictly proportionally correct. None of this shit looks correct, right? And that's fine. It's a style, ostensibly. I don't fucking know. That's what I tell people. I tell people that it's a style that I have that makes shit look like this. And so if you then take somebody else's, like, I just don't think it would look right. I don't know. I don't want to be crabby. I'm a bit high-strung, which is very frustrating because I don't like being high-strung. I like being happy and like friendly, but I am a little bit way the hell wired, which is very, very frustrating. I don't like having to do that. I do not like being mean. Being mean is not fun. I don't recommend it. But I did think of that. I did think that that could work, but I would also just feel more comfortable actually drawing it all myself. Like, I would rather either, like, go big or go home, right? Because a lot of people for the challenge are using, like, online tools, like, say, Hero Forge, to show off their like, the costumes that they want. Mostly because you can fairly easily convey, like, color and form using a 3D tool like that. And there is literally nothing wrong with that. Because if you can't draw, or you're not going to have time to draw, it makes complete sense to be like, hey, an online tool exists for visualizing this kind of stuff. I'm going to use that. But I like to draw, and I would rather, like, I don't want to, if I'm going to draw, I don't want to include somebody else's work in that way. I don't know. I get a bit antsy about using other people's stuff. Like, reference is fine. I don't want to actually use somebody else's base, because then I get a bit, it's not mine though. It was, I get sad. And I guess, like, the thing is, I don't think it actually matters that much if the proportions are kind of shitty, because as long as it actually conveys the idea, then it's good, in my opinion. It's more of a visual aid than this is a formal thing that you would use to design an outfit. Obviously, if I was actually, like, doing, like, see, that is, like, the right height, just that the arms look kind of wide. No push it. Yeah. I think, okay, so here's the thing, right? Good suggestion. No, I'm not going to establish that. No, it is a good suggestion. I'm just not going to do it. I appreciate the input, though. I'm just not going to be... I'm trying not to be crappy. Clearly, I am more tired and more high-strung than I thought I was. Oopsie daisies. Oops. Oops. Because, like, proportions is this whole other thing, and mainly the point is, like, this is basically the proportions I use for characters that I draw anyway. So this is, like, yes, it's probably not correct. I think, no, that is basically where the elbow goes. Torso up is basically correct. The legs just look shit because I can't draw legs. Luckily, this art, like, the clothing design that I'm doing basically doesn't involve the legs at all. The legs are not important to the character, to the art that we're doing here. They don't matter. And the reason like, the top is basically proportional because the elbow is roughly coming in at around the point that the torso pivots, which is here-ish. Why is it that color? That's good, sir, an eraser. Like, that is indeed the point where, like, your elbows kind of fall into. So that's basically correct, and then, the wrist comes in just under the hips, like that's basically correct. It's the fact that the legs look bow-legged is mostly the issue here, in terms of the actual proportions of the piece, in my opinion. Based on how I draw, the legs are the issue here, And luckily, they barely matter. And also, I hate drawing legs. Because I don't... Legs don't look good. Legs are ugly. Legs are an ugly feature of human design, and it frustrates me a little bit. So I don't want to deal with that. And some people do have short legs. That is true. I think I'm of average proportions aside from the fact that I'm very skinny. So it's mostly that the legs are not actually, like, it's not even the length of the legs. It's that the legs aren't, the legs are having issues. I think partially because the either the front leg should be coming further forward or the back leg should be further back. And I think due to the fact that this arm is roughly proportional, this leg should actually be bigger. Just a little bit. Just a little bigger. Because that way it comes forward, since the pose is slightly on an angle, it's not dead on, because I was never going to draw a dead on, like, T-pose. That is... A, it's boring, even though it does convey, like, a clothing very well. T-poses are good for clothing. But I like to draw not front on, because then I have to... Oh boy. I don't like it. So most of the issue here is in the legs. This is fine. This is possible. It's a little chunky, but I don't know. I think not like chunky, but like it's very smooth. But that's fine. I draw very soft. It's mostly just everything down here that's a problem. But that already, I think, making the front leg bigger slightly fixes some of that issue. Again, it's like, I don't want to spend too long on the base, even though the base is very important. But like, it'll be fairly easy to fix the shit above the base when I fix the base, because I'm mostly going to be sketching tonight, and then I'll be actually doing proper shit later. On like, I don't know, Tuesday? I have no idea what the hell I'm doing at any point this week. I'm terrified. Hey! It's your boy. Don't laugh at me. Ah, jeez. Okay, so we'll have that as the base. We'll just have that as a base. It'll function. It's mostly the legs. I don't want to look at the legs. I don't want to think about it. So, what we'll do is we'll start with... I want to make this like 75 or something. We're going to start with the design that I've thought about the most, which means I actually should grab a quick reference. Very quick. It's in here. Here it is. Oh boy. Jesus. That shit's huge. I did not realize that it was that big. It's the big. Frank Walker versus the stream. Oh, I'm delighted. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay. So we have the flag of the country that does this tabard, and the reason we have this flag is because it uses this design somewhere in it, and it's very important. It's the only thing I know about it, is that it uses that step, which is going to be a pain in the ass to draw on an angle. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh no. This is going to go poorly. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. 30 is probably about the size of the pen that we need for this. Did I sketch this one before? I definitely thought about it. The fuck is that? Wait, what? Oh, that's from homework. I remember that. This book is a goddamn mess. It upsets me a little bit how much of a mess this sketchbook is. Because nothing is where it's supposed to be. And everything is where it's not. Here we go. Okay, it's probably not going to show up again. But I do have a sketch there. It really doesn't show up at all. But I do have a sketch of that outfit to sort of show off its funk. And to sort of figure itself out. It's probably a bit too long in that sketch. The tabard is way longer than it should be. And so is the underskirt. But, or tunic, I guess? I guess the tunic. Who knows? Luckily, I know what that looks like. That sounded louder than it's supposed to. And I've also described this one before, so I need to just quickly check what I've said. It has elbow-length sleeves. That doesn't say anything about the actual undersleeves. Okay, cool. Alright, we're good. We got this. So, it... what the heck, what neckline did it have? Shit. I need to stop throwing it away, but unfortunately I have literally no space on my table. So I can't just put it on the table. I have to keep throwing it away. There is no room on this desk. Okay, so that one had the dip one, apparently. Sure. You can have a dip. Why not? Do the dip. Dip is cool. So that one has a dip. Shahiwil does not have a dip. And Draconia has his dip, and the other one doesn't. Probably. I don't know. Gently place it slightly closer. We'll place that slightly closer to where I am, so I can actually reach it with my hand instead of having to go all the way back there. Makes it slightly easier. So it starts mostly with one of like these kind of necklines, which isn't very typical of a tabard immediately to start, because this is a tabard. This is not any other thing. It is a tabard, and tabards are usually just like circular necklines. It's not circular for a reason, but it is weird. And it probably wouldn't be that proportion, because it should be like... Probably be over like here-ish. I possibly have drawn this figure slightly too much to the side, because that's going to be a butt. But that is the approximate neckline of the tabard, which then has, like, you know, trim on it. And then sleeves, tabard sleeves. Are kind of weird. Tabard sleeves are very weird, which is what we learned on Bob's stream like a couple days ago. The tabard sleeves look weird as shit. And they do a lot of weird things. That one's just a straight up and then a thing. So that should basically function. I'll do it the easy way. We'll make it easier for myself. I don't want to have a nightmare of a time trying to figure out how the hell this works. Because basically the tabard would come down here. And I'm going to stop the line there because there will be a belt. And then the sleeve comes to about here-ish. I said elbow length. And then it connects back to about here. So this line isn't really there. The line goes about there, and then you put a belt in, I guess about here. We'll check a belt in real quick. Let's have a really quick sketchy belt. I'll refine this later. And so the tabard stops there. At that point, so that's because then you still have like that gap back here where a shirt is. There's a shirt underneath that, because the shirt goes to about here-ish. Is a like wrist length shirt. Maybe this, either one of the arms is possibly too long. But again, this is a sketch, so this doesn't really matter in that sense. I can fix that later. So that, and then that goes like that again. Then you get the two sleeves on the tabard. Yeah, I think this one's supposed to be shorter, I think is what's happening here. That is too long for where it should be in space. I see. I see now what we mean. The third dimension, yo. I don't know it. I'm scared of it. I am genuinely terrified. It also seems to have perspective on, which is kind of weird. Why is it doing this? Ah! Where is this perspective button? Why is... No! I have no idea why it does that, to be honest. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Maybe I need to store it instead. Whoa, whoa, wait. Holy shit. Well, okay, so... Oh god, this is a nightmare. Alright, we'll just do scale one. We'll just make it slightly shorter. Because it looked a little too long because of it being in the back. And again, most of the issue... I mean, part of the issue is proportions, because I can't draw. But some of it is also that perspective is hard, and I made that difficult for myself as someone who can barely comprehend anything above a line. I look at a square and I'm like, I can understand. I see a cube and I'm like, excuse me? What is that? What is that foul beast? Then the rest of the tabard comes to... You're trying to witness wiggly arm. Listen, a lot of things are happening right now. Oh, no. I did not specify how long the hem is at its longest point. So that's good. That's good. We love to not specify how long the hem is. This makes it possible for me to just put some lines in here and be like, yes. Yes. Because that goes about there. The under tabard thing, no, not under tabard, like a tunic, comes to about here. And I should do the whole thing in because it'll peek out of this side. So there's a skirt, because that's like part of the undershirt. These parts are all part of the same bit. They have the same bit of fabric. Because the tabard goes like that. Well, actually it goes like, that. But this is gonna be a pain in the ass to try and get this to make any sense. So what if I just trace a line and then come grab it without having seen what it looks like? Hell yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Jesus, what? Oh god. It gets so skinny. No. Okay, what we'll do is we will pop that. Because the issue is now that looks like it's Yes, this is for my challenge article. This is one of the tabards that will be present on the challenge article. That thereabouts. That might do it. Up. And then you just, oh shit. That way. There we go. And then that just make it a little bit thicker so that I know definitely which line is which. And then that can go out like that. Then I can erase that. And you get a front part of the tabard that looks like that. Looks real funky. That is its signature thing. That's what makes this a unique outfit and not just some goddamn tabard, is they do this kind of weird shit on it. This is their thing. This is the thing that it has. This is really all that it has. This is the only thing we have going for it. Is that it does weird shit like that. And then, I can't draw boots, so just pretend these are boots. Again, I'll fix those at a later date. Because boots are bad, and that's why I don't draw them. Even though I think every character I draw has boots, but I don't at any point actually get better at drawing boots. I just, draw them and then give up. And then there'd be tights as well, because these would be These are not just the bare leg. There's actual tights going on here. God, that back leg looks way too skinny. Oh my god. Proportions, help. Bow-legged. Looks like you're about to draw your pistol. Yes, time to duel. Time to duel here. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Blah, 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 blah. And that one gets in. And that's basically it. Oh no, it's missing an undershirt and I haven't finished the top trim bit. And the pattern. There's also a pattern. I don't even know what that's a response to. That's going to be interesting to figure out. And by that, I'm going to figure it out right now. What is that a response to? What tweet is that a response to? This goes right here-ish. And then this goes here. Ah, that's what it's response to. That makes sense. I forgot about the skittle. And then the other thing, because in the sketch it also did something like that, which I don't know if you would actually do because of what the flag looks like. And also because I forgot what the flag looked like. I didn't realize the blue was up top. I thought it was white, blue, black, but it's actually blue, white, black. So oops. Didn't even remember what my own flag looked like. And I'm the one who made it. I should know these things. So that's good. I think the idea was that it was like that, and it'll be easier to see on this side what it's doing, because it'll be going like how the shit do I convey that? Because that would be the top. Peak, peak. Dit, 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 dit. Something like that. Kind of difficult to convey it at that angle. Yeah, blue, black, and white would be the clearly superior color order. Ah, yes, absolutely. Surely, the superior colors. Oh, that makes his tabards white. Oh, funky. White with blue accents. Yeehaw. I mean, it works. Because then this is black, this is black, this is presumably black, and then this is blue. And maybe the underside is blue too. Like the lining fabric of the tabard's blue? I'm unclear, I'll be honest. And then what we're also missing is the rest of the shirt. We're missing the rest of the shirt because there is a shirt being worn under it. And I'm just going to assume it's just a nice, simple circle. I think I drew it as like a collar. I'll check. It could be a collar. I shouldn't have taken the pencil out of it because I was using that as a bookmark, basically. I drew that. That looks like it's supposed to be a collar. But that doesn't necessarily... You wouldn't put colors on a tunic, would you? Because that's what it is. It's a tunic. Tunics... that says tunic. Tunic. You can type. I believe in you. They're not typically collared. Not like a shirt is. It's more of a just like, oh, no, that's not collared. I don't think. Not a military tunic. Apparently these mean completely different things. That doesn't look anything like a tunic. It's just a jacket. That is a jacket! Fuck's sake. What does linguistics mean at any point? At no point has anyone actually been like, yeah, let's not use the same word for 7 different things. So, what are you doing? Come on, bud. Damn. Nice pick. So yeah, we'll just have it be a simple Round neckline for the tunic, I think. That makes enough sense to me. I think. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I know nothing. That's basically it, though. Like, that is all that the first one is. There's more, though. Because that's where the complexity comes in, is that there is not just one version of this outfit. There are 4. Not to mention all of the evolutionary steps, which is just, you know, me making it difficult for myself. I don't know why I did that, but I did it, and now here we are. That's a sketch of a tabard. Woohoo! Next is alphabetically next is Lithuzi, but I don't want to do Lithuzi next. I want to do Shahirwo. I used this to type for some reason. That was silly. I don't think I need Shahirwo's flag, but I guess it's alright. No harm in grabbing it. If it is not underneath my thing. Hello. There we go. Reopen Streamlabs. There it is. Oh. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah! Help, 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 help. Panic, panic, panic. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh, Christ. Oh, God. What is happening? Oh, Jesus. Oh, oh, what the fuck? You guys even hear me? Oh, it's posting all of them. No, what the fuck? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. There are so many fucking... Okay, cool. I couldn't tell, because the thing is that aside from the chat in Streamlabs, everything else appears to have frozen. Aside from the flag bit. So, I wasn't sure. We're gonna be here for a while. Because I can't fix this until it finishes. And the issue is that it's got a lot of flags to get through. It's currently at, it's missing like 2 months of flags. Oh god, it's only at Heike Cool Dust. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck are those? Oh my god, what? Where? What order is it doing these in? Oh, it's going in reverse order. Oh my, oh god. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, it's in reverse order. Oh, that's not good. Oh, there are so many left to go. I don't think you guys understand just how many flags there are in that folder. Hold on, how many flags are in here? There are some duplicates. There are 700 flags in there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Because what I do, right, when I'm making flags is I save copies of all of the attempts so that I can see them outside of, like, Inkscape and stuff, so that I can be like, does this make sense? You know, chuck it in a different editor to check its, like, you know, grayscales and shit. And, so that means I have a lot of flags I don't even know what flag these are supposed. What country are these flags for? I don't even remember. Cause these are failed attempts. I didn't use these. These ones that I'm seeing right now. I didn't use those ones, so I don't know what this is. I am stressed. Hey, it's Sunborgen. Okay, alright, I know where I am now. I literally can't do anything until it finishes. Like, I'm stuck here. Oh, hey, it was, like, Austerwood or Celadon or something. Like, I can't remove them until it finishes pasting them all. There's, what's Yilba? No. Oh, God. That's, Erstafulo. What order is it doing these in? I'm so confused. Jade, this wasn't deliberate. I was in the wrong tab, basically. I selected too many things and then was in the wrong tab. I think these are attempts to design Lethuzi's flag, which is not the... No, actually, no. This is attempts to design the Yelempto flag. Now I remember. This is Yelempto flag. There are 700 flags in this, so we could be here for a while. Is it done? Nope. It's not done. There's the Yelempto flag. Oh, Jesus. I mean, I could keep doing stuff, but you can't see any of it, because it's underneath the, the Silesia flag, which is huge. The Silesia flag is massive. Hey, it's the, Melbourne Demons. What is these? What? Okay. I think these were attempts... Oh, that's the Wens flag. Oh, okay. I haven't seen most of these flag attempts in months, if not years, so I'm a little confused. Hey, it's the Madura flag. I don't want it to be a flag stream. Oh, Jesus. It's... What the fuck was that? Why did it look like that? Some of these are wild. Because these are attempts to design the Madura's flag, which is on a different continent. That's the Dealadune flag. These are attempts at the Dealadune flag. I'm just sitting back at this point. I can't do anything. It's also getting slower because it's starting to crash. So there is every potential possibility that the stream crashes before this is done. I'm just letting you guys know that. Hey, it's the Prisufons flag, I believe. Or it was Ibza. That was Ibza. This will be Pris when it goes blue. Oh, what the... Jesus. Yeah, who read flags? Panic! Panic. I'm panicking. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, boy. What? Why did it look like that? Ah, yes, because this is from... There's Prisufons. There you go. Holy shit. How far... How long... How many more flags are there? Oh, Jesus. Because we were at... Bouffons. It's not going in any order. It's just doing them randomly because we had Dealadune earlier, so I have no idea how far we have to go. We're currently in the Bouffons folder, which is fun. They're getting slower because they're starting to crash. Oh my god. What are those? Is this for the diarchy? I think these are the Khalavut flags? Maybe? I don't know. These ones are weird. Oh hey, it's Lawagum. Okay. I'm not even gonna pretend I know why that went from that to that. I have no idea. I can't do anything. I genuinely can't do anything to stop this. We're genuinely just stuck here. I'm so sorry. Why are some of them smaller? What happened? What flag is that? Oh, that's, Reemanbury. There we go. I know these things. Hey, it's Zehalavut. There it is. And now we're back to... What is that? I think those were also meant to be a Zehalavut. Whoa. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, so we're just in a Zehalavuz folder right now. Maybe. I think. Why are some of them smaller? Aye. How are we all doing tonight? Is everybody else having more, like, luck with technology than I am? Hopefully you are. Not a high bar to clear, but, you know, never hurts to check in and be like, yeah, you know what, things are going good for you. If you're getting things done, like, properly. We're hitting the original flags, which are not very good. So these are the first flags from the other continent. Let's tell the ad. These are attempts to do Wajamyatl. That's the Wajamyatl flag. Another attempt. Okay, they're now Control-Zing. Maybe? Why are you stopped there? Oh god. And now I'm kind of in the mood for flags. These shows I have no more flags to make. Oh. Okay, alright. Control-Z. Did it work? No. Shit. You genuinely want me to delete all of these myself, like by hand? Oh my god. Ooh, buddy. Oh, there are so many. Delete. Yes, I want to delete this big one. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this in chunks. We're gonna do this bit by bit so that my computer doesn't collapse. Because these should all be final flags. 24 items. It's frozen again. There we go. Okay. How are you doing? This is like... how long have I been here? 10 minutes? 10 minutes and counting. We get to go back through them again. Back through some of them, anyway. Because they're not deleting in order. Because these are all of the... Well, some of... No? Well, some of the final flags. But only some of them. Because the folders came before a bunch of them for some reason. It's a little bit weird. Thank you, Day. All I wanted to do was copy a flag, but what happened, I guess, was that I dragged... Okay, so what happened is I dragged the correct flag out of my folder and into my Clip Studio Paint. I then hit Control-A, Control-C, Control-V. Now the issue there is what I had clearly done is that when I hit Control-A, Control-C, I still had selected the folders, and so it selected everything in my flags folder, which is, again, like 700 flags in various folders. And then I did go to the correct tab in my Clip Studio, but I had to bring Streamlabs back up to the front because the folder was above the Streamlabs. So when I then hit Control-V, I pasted it into Streamlabs instead of into Clip Studio Paint. So I know exactly how I've done this, and okay, so that's deleted a couple of them. The issue is the TUMR file is by far the largest, so it's gonna take ages to delete. I mean, here's the thing, Day. These flags have been accumulating over how long now? Since November 2018. So this is 2.5 years of flags for various purposes. In fact, since before that, because there's the Asavla flags, and the Asavla flags are from, I want to say, 2017? No, April 2018. So they are 3 years of flags, specifically that I have stored. This is not including, like, flags that I would have sketched or, like, scribbled into books as a child. These are just flags that I've made. And, to be more fair, most of these flags are not in use in any capacity. Because they're sketches. Like, they are working out that I've done. I can demonstrate what I mean using literally any of them. But I'll usually do, like, for a lot of flags, I'll do like 10 different variants before I decide on one that I think is the best. And so for every one flag, there are 10 extras that I don't use. And so that really beefs up the numbers. If you only count flags that are actually quote-unquote finalized, there are more like... difficult to count because there's a bunch of other random files in here. 47 minus 3? 44? Approximately 44 flags. That sounds kind of low, actually. That sounds low. I think it's missing a couple. Hold on. Let me... while it's deleting shit over here, let me fix my folder up a little bit. Replace file. Yes, do that. Okay, so that should actually be... and do I have Sparkler Fountain in here? Yes, I do. So... 68. Thereabouts. 68-ish? 16 to 67-ish? Okay, we've made it through another couple. Okay, let us delete Tiyomara, which has 592 of them. There's also the fact that a lot of these flags are duplicated in various places because I have subfolders for when I'm working them out. Then I copy them into the main folder so that all of the all of the Tiyomara flags are in one place that I can visually see them. And then I copy all of them again into the main flags folder so I can see all of my flags at once for some reason. I don't know why I did that, but I do it. And so I have way too many goddamn flags. There are 3 copies of all of the finals, and some of them have 70 fucking variants. I have so many fucking flags. Some of them are good. Some of them are not. It's fine. Most of them are okay. Most of them are fine. Some of them are cute. There's like 2 or 3 flags that I actively dislike. I need to fix the Winolba flag because I hate it. If you see the red fish one, I don't like the red fish one. It's a blue flag with a red fish. I don't like it. I need to fix it because it's a little bit doesn't look very good. Mostly because I took a stock photo of a fish, and then I selected most of the fish and then colored it red and went, that's my fish. So, I mean, it works. It can be the one shit flag if it wants to be. Some real world flags are pretty bad. Which is fair. And, there is that element of, you can kinda fudge it, and you can have some shit flags, and if someone's like, that flag's not very good, you say, well, it's realistic to have bad flags. Good morning, Apijinoso Bob. It's not supposed to be. We've been having a 20-minute long technical malfunction. I'm supposed to be drawing Tabards, but, something went horrifically wrong. And, well, because I was trying to copy one of my flags into my drawing software so I could have it as reference, and then I accidentally copied literally every flag that I have ever made into OBS. So it is still going through that. It's still, it's now deleting them. it is now in the process of deleting the flags that it has pasted. We're working on it. Progress is being made. I've deleted like 50. It's currently going through the biggest folder's worth of flags, which has apparently 592 files in it. For reasons. And so we're gonna be here for another 10 minutes. Why are there so many flags? Most of them are good though. I allow myself that brag. I think most of my flags are pretty good. The ones that I select at the end are pretty good. Some of the tests are quite bad. But that's why they're tests. You have to work through some of the bad to get to good stuff. You have to try out a bunch of shitty ideas before you're like, oh, okay. Here's something that actually, like, works and I think looks good. I use a... Let me flip it over because I'm not using it currently. I use an Intuos 4. It's a Wacom tablet. And the benefit of that is that it's like 5 years old and still functions. If you're getting a new, like if it's like you've never used a drawing tablet before, you probably want to go for something quite a lot cheaper. Wacom tablets are quite expensive. And I didn't buy this. My sister bought it. And then I just inherited it. So, Intuos, quite expensive. They're pretty good tablets, just expensive. And then my drawing software, I use Clip Studio Paint because Photoshop is also too expensive. And I don't want to give Adobe money. So I don't. There are some cheaper Wacoms as well. You can buy a lot smaller ones. Mine is large. Mine is quite big. Mine is a very big Intuos tablet. But you can buy a lot smaller ones. Yeah, for like 80 bucks. So those are pretty good. Like they're not a bad recommendation. They're pretty good. There are like other cheaper tablet brands which vary in quality, I think, but I haven't used any of them because I've only ever had, I think I had an Intuos 3 and now I have an Intuos 4. And it still works. One of its LEDs is broken. Kinda, but it functions. So hey, I'm not complaining. You know, it'll work. And yeah, then Clip Studio Paint is the program that I use for drawing nowadays because it's a one-time purchase, and Adobe isn't. As good as some Adobe products are, I don't want to have to pay a subscription to draw. So I use Clip Studio Paint. Because I think it's quite good. It doesn't have a center on canvas function though, which is like the one thing that I desperately want. Like if there is one thing that I could get this goddamn program to do, is center on canvas. I need alignment tools, and I don't have them. Maybe they're out there somewhere, but I haven't found them yet, and I need them. Because they're really useful to have. Then again, I don't think Sai had those either, so that's mostly a Photoshop thing, because like photos or something, you need alignment tools. Alignment tools are very good. Yeah. You need to draw your own buildings. Oof. Yeah. I mean, I recommend drawing tablets. They're quite... Like, I don't think I have any art that I drew prior to having a tablet. Well, I do, and it's all very bad. Which is mostly just because I didn't do a whole lot of it. But drawing with a mouse is a pain. Drawing on pen and paper and then scanning it isn't half bad half the time. That was how I did the Daubin map for the one-shot. But most of the time, you can only get so far, I think, with that. Especially if you're trying to edit things on the fly. Doing scans is not very easy. It's not very convenient for that. Good lord. It is chug-a-luggin'. I haven't drawn anything in like 20 minutes. I'm just gonna start working on this thing while it's in the background. When the flags disappear, you'll be in for a surprise, because there will be a new tabard hiding beneath. There I will be in for a surprise, because I'll suddenly appear out of nowhere. Ooh, Krita. Krita's okay. I've used Krita briefly. It's alright. And I mean, the main thing is that it is free, which is very, very useful. So there's basically no harm in trying it out. Because you can just use it, and if it, you know, if you think it works, and you can just keep using it. But if you at any point want to like try a different software, some other ones you have to pay money for. And Photoshop is obscenely expensive for what it is, which is the reason I don't use it anymore, because I don't have that money. Jesus, I don't get paid enough a month to have Photoshop subscriptions. That shit's expensive. So, you know, oops. Which is why, luckily, there are a decent amount of alternatives, like art programs that are one-time purchases, which is very, very good. Not that subscriptions are necessarily inherently bad. Most of us here use World Anvil, so I can't say that. But Photoshop's is a lot. Theirs is a lot. I can only have one big subscription in my budget, and it's not gonna be Photoshop. Not if I can help it. I need to check a map thing while this is going. Let's check a map thing real quick. No one can even see it. Here's my map thing. Biomes. Temperate rainforest, apparently. Sure. Oh god. Yeah, exactly. World Anvil's your one subscription that's extremely expensive. I don't need more than one of those. I've made my one. That's it. That is it. I can't have any more. I don't even know how much was my recent one up? I don't even know. Oh god. How much did I spend? Because now it's annual, so it costs less overall. Which is good. Because Jesus. Not by much. I think like 180. And that is Australian dollars to me. That's the wrong password. I'm checking. How much did I spend? How much does it cost me nowadays? It is 135? Really? Wow. That seems way less than I thought it was. Wow. Okay. Cool. That's still a lot for somebody who doesn't earn a whole lot, so hey, you know, I'll take it. It's my one big thing. I was positive it cost more than 135, but that is an even number, so, huh. Damn. Funky. I also can't... Oh yeah, it is 135. Nice! That's actually not bad. 135 is not bad. I've probably spent like $500 on World Anvil overall, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just because I've been here too long. Oh my god. It's still going. I've been having this map thing has been going on for like half an hour. I am so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry that this happened. Oh no. Oh, that's good. Like, if you have the income to cover the sacrifice to Adobe, then, you know, more power to you. But it's quite frustrating just because it's such a ubiquitous program for like art, and it's very frustrating because it is way the hell too expensive for that. Like, for how ubiquitous it is and how much like universities and stuff want you to use Photoshop, it costs way the fuck too much. I got very lucky in the second half of last year because one of my uni courses got me access, like free access to the Adobe suite for a couple of months because we needed it to do video editing. and we were working from home, so we couldn't come in and actually use the, you know, the stations that they have, like their computer lab. So they got us free access to Adobe for a couple of months, and that was pretty sweet. That expired like 2 months ago, which, considering I graduated, considering my final class finished in late October, pretty damn good. I got like a free, like, extra 5 months. And it was honestly pretty rad. I think there's like one stream or two on, like, in my like Twitch VODs where I've used Photoshop to do art for something. And then any other time I use a different program. It's just the one time I used Photoshop because I was doing a uni assignment. So you get the single time you get to see Photoshop, and then never again. I can't check because I haven't kept track of anything. Oh my god. You got 5 months off of your graduation from school. Nice. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to currently have access to Microsoft Office, but it hasn't stopped me from using it. So I'm not complaining. But because I keep getting pop-ups telling me, there's something wrong with your Microsoft account. We need you to, like, log in. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just keep ignoring it, and it hasn't yelled at me. And so I'm just not going to deal with it. I'm just gonna let it keep doing its thing. Oh god, we had to pirate Illustrator. I had to do that too. That was a pain in the ass. Oh, that was the worst, honestly. Because I had an assignment in, oh god, when was this? 2018. I had an assignment that required us to use Illustrator, and I'm like, well, I live an hour from campus. You want me to come to campus and, like, do homework? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, no. So I just pirated Illustrator. I did come in a couple times, or I stayed late to work on it and then went home. But I was like, I'm not coming here specifically to work on this when I work better from home doing homework. So see ya. Yeah, the Wacom starter tablet should be pretty good. Hold on, let me check. Wacom tablets. Wacoms. No one knows how to pronounce it. It's 80-ish bucks. And the issue is that I have to then do the calculation in my head. Okay, cool. Which one is it? Which one's the tablet that you're looking at specifically? Because it should be fine. Because the main thing that changes with more expensive ones is they have more pen pressure, which you don't need that much, especially early, and like changes to like angles and how big they are. So Kajatan, what happened is I tried to copy one of my flags into my art document so I could use it as a reference, and accidentally copied every single flag that I have ever made, which is approximately like 700 of the bastards, and I copied it into Streamlabs. And so for the last half an hour, I have been waiting for it to paste them all in and waiting for them to then delete themselves. So we've been here for a while. The Wacom CTL, okay. Good, CTL, or yeah, let's have a look at that one. Oh, but everyone care about cookies. No. Yes, here it is. Yeah, those ones should work pretty well. I think a friend of mine had one of those, and the fact that they're cheap, very good. It's a battery-free pen, very good. The one thing that can be an issue with the very small models is, it depends on your screen size. Kajtan, they are deleting manually. It is currently deleting them. It is currently deleting them. Like small ones are definitely good. I find that when the tablet size and the screen size are really different, like if you make a small movement on your tablet, it makes a huge movement on your screen because it's trying to cover the same distance. Like it has to scale itself up. So that can be an issue, but it's something you can fairly easy work around. It just requires that, like, it requires a lot of zooming in, basically. If you need to do a lot of very precise, like very small strokes, and you have a small tablet and a large screen, you'll probably need to zoom in to get the length that you need. Or you can do the thing where it only draws on a specific section of the screen. That can alleviate that as well. That's a good level of pressure sensitivity, I'm pretty sure. I think that's probably how much mine has. Mine's fairly old, though, so I'm not actually sure. 4960 sounds like a fairly standard amount of pressure sensitivity. I have a lot of flags. To be fair, most of them are drafts. They are draft flags because for every one flag that I show online, I've made like 6 to 20 different versions with different layouts, different colors, different proportions. I have a lot of test flags. So when you see flags that look really similar but like the colors are different, those are the draft flags that you are seeing flash. These are draft flags right now, I think. If what I see is at the same speed as everybody else's, you're currently seeing a bunch of the Yelempto flags fly past, where they're all using the quadrant, and then there's just random pink ones. I don't know why I tried that. I really wanted a flag that had pink on it. I have one flag with pink on it, and I'm very happy with it. I love the one pink flag. The lucky thing is that once this folder is done, it's gonna get way quicker because the 3 remaining folders are significantly smaller. Because the TUMR flag has the TUMR folder has the most flags. It has like 600 files in it. And then the assorted folder has, I don't know, like 20 maybe. The Asavla folder has maybe 20 as well. And then the Ever Wanna Fuck Up Australia one has like, I don't know, 8. It doesn't have a whole lot of flags in there. It's a fairly small folder, all things considered. Compared to the behemoth that is the TUMR folder. Actually, it's not even 8, it's like 5. There's 5 flags in there. For the first time in your life, you subbed yourself to the point of having blisters. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. That genuinely sucks. Oh god. Can I delete the Australia one while this one's going? I don't want to have to see that one. Close it. Close it. Oh god. Oh no, it's crashing. Oh Jesus. Oh boy. Oh boy. No one likes getting sunburned. Sunburn, disgusting. Ew. That's too wide a sleeve, sorry. I am drawing the next tabard while this is going on. Because I figure I gotta do something with this time. Oh boy. Because I'm not sure how long this has been going, but I think it's gonna start nearing an hour at some point if it doesn't pick up the pace real quick. The issue is I don't know how quickly this is going. I don't know how far in we are. I don't know what flag that is. It's Samborgan. Okay. Cool. Different nibs on the pens. I have no idea, to be honest. The main thing is that having... Because, like, they usually come with spare nibs because as you use them, it does wear out. And as the nibs wear out, they start to scratch the surface of the tablet, which is not good. You do not want to scratch shit out of the tablet. So every so often, you should probably replace the nib. Especially if it's making, like, a they don't come with nibs. If it comes with spare nibs, good. If it doesn't, it's not a bad idea to buy them. I would show my spare nib collection, but you can't see me currently. So we're kind of just stuck here in the audio land. But having spare nibs is a very good idea, because if you use the tablet frequently or a lot over a period of time, it will wear out and it will start to scratch the tablet, and that's not good. And then sometimes some of the tablets, some of the nibs have like a slightly different texture to them. Like the way that they feel in contact with the, like they have more grit to them, for example, I think is how I describe it. Some of them are very smooth and just like glide across the tablet. Some of them are a lot like grittier and will sort of drag a bit more. It's not scratching, but it does, like, it has better grip, or a different type of grip if you want it to more resemble, I think, like paper, kind of. So some of them it is a textural difference where it will feel slightly different in contact with the tablet. And then I have one that has a spring in it. I don't know what the deal is with that. I think I might be using that one currently. One of these has a spring in it. Am I using the spring one currently? Ah, using the spring one. Shit, alright. Huh. I didn't think I was using the spring one. It has a spring in the bottom. Which means it, like, it responds a lot. Like, it will, because it won't be as firm, so it actually, like, it will, like, I don't know, it moves a lot more, I think, is the idea. There's a lot of different types. They're honestly fairly interchangeable, I would say. There's not a huge amount of difference. You basically only notice the difference when you replace them after you've been using one nib for months, or years even. You will notice that it just feels really different once it's, like, not worn to shit. I would show how worn some of mine are, but again, I'm stuck here. I have one that's on, like, a 45-degree angle at the top, and it's smooth. So it was scratching the shit out of the tablet, because I didn't realize that there were spare nibs in the pen holder. I think I still have... so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7... I think I've used 5, and I'm on my 6th one, but I have owned this for a long time, and I have a really heavy hand. So I wear through them pretty quick. I have about 5 left, I think. But I reckon by the time I would get through these 5, I'd have to replace the tablet anyway. So... oh well. No. Is it crashing? Like no. Chat still functions. Chat still works. Chat's still working. But the timer is stopped, so I don't know what time it is. I love that for me. I love this. This is great. This is basically the Isaac equivalent of a just chatting stream, because I'm not visible and you can't see anything that I'm doing. This is the closest we're gonna get. I don't know how I feel about it. I apparently have excellent video quality and connection to thing. Oh my god, it's this for half an hour. Oh my god. Oh heavens. There's so many flags. There's like a 30-second delay. It's actually pretty good. That is a small delay. I have seen significantly worse. I also don't know what that big red flag in the bottom is. I assume it's one of the long ones, like heat cool dust or something. Gonna get some grilled sausage. That's a good idea. Food is good. This is probably the best time that I could ever have to eat on stream because no one can see me. All you can do is hear it, which is probably worse. Hearing it is disgusting. But like if I was gonna have a fruit bar right now, like this would be the time. I'm not saying I'm not thinking about it, because I am thinking about it now. The issue is I can't mute myself before I leave if I wanted to, you know, make sure you didn't have to hear a bunch of doors slam. I can't mute myself because OBS is, well, you know, it's currently occupied. It will not do two things at once. I cannot ask it to do that. So while it deals with this, it will eventually deal with that. I don't know what the long red one is. I'm assuming it's Hiki Cool Dust. If it's not Hiki Cool Dust, then it's one of the other long red. No, it has to be he, because they're all the same height. I only changed the width, so it should be that one. And then the green, white, black, and the yellow, white, and pinch of blue, that's Pressufons, I believe. And because I tiled it for some reason while I was testing it out, because I was trying to figure out if the colors, like the shading, was working. So for some reason I compiled it. I think it might have been for Twitter. Not totally clear what I was doing there, because I made it a square. It tiles very well, tiles very well though, so hey. It wasn't Hiki Cool Dust. What long red flag is that? Nuapazin? It can't be a Ethereal. Nahum? Oh, I guess it could be Nahum. Okay. Why is Nahum at the bottom? Why? You want to think that I'm going to be losing on Monday. Let me know on Tuesday how it is. Excellent! That'll be awesome. We'll see how it works in action. I can't do anything! Oh my god. I can't even show you guys my Hero Forge minis, because I forgot to show them to you last week. Because, I got distracted. And so I was like, oh, okay, now I remember. I'll bring my little Hero Forge minis that I got, and I'll show them on stream. And then around the time that I would have started doing that is when everything went wrong. So I can't even show you the little bronze one. They're just sitting here. I'm holding it. You can't see it. I don't have anything I can do. I'm just sitting here. I didn't think this through. What I should have done is I should have, when it finished printing all the flags, and I should have just moved to the game stream scene and just made Clip Studio showing it. That would have been smart. Because then I could have dealt with this after the stream. Oops. Added an extra half an hour of flag talk. I like flags. I do love flags. The issue is I have no more flags to do. I did them all. I did all of my flags. They're all done now. So there's not a whole lot left to do. Because I went on a rampage. When did I go on this rampage? At the start of this year, in January, I went on a tear. And I just ran through them. Because as soon as World Ember ended, I was like, okay, it's flag time. And I made every single country in Thras and its flag that I hadn't done already. There are so many in there. Like, holy shit. So I did them all. I did all the flags in that country, and they're done. And if I ever need any other flags, I have so many spares that I could just grab. I don't need them anymore. I've got, okay, so there's 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Right? What's happening out there? There's like 17 flags that I made all at once in January. Some of them aren't, I don't know why it looks like that, because that's the shirt Oglaron, right? Funky. It's got a weird, like, thing. Isn't that my, like, old high school logo? Huh. Okay. Hmm. Decisions. Yeah, apparently there are no more flags possible in the universe. I've covered them all. There are so many. In theory, that's why I kept them all. Like, in theory, the reason there are so many flags that I've kept is that if I need a flag for something, I have so many old draft flags that I could grab as an example. And I think I did browse through them at one point, like a couple of them, when I was designing a flag for something. I was like, hey, didn't I make a design like something like this a while ago? And I didn't end up using it. I ended up making new ones. Honestly, yeah, I could do that. If I wanted to, I could chuck basically all of these goddamn flags that I'm not actually using in like a document and be like, hey, y'all, not all of these are winners, but shit, you can use them. If you want it, you can have it. I might genuinely go for that at some point. It's actually not an awful idea, because I'm not using half of them. But half of them. Half. Like, you know, 90% of them are not being used for anything. So I could actually do that. That might not be a bad idea. I have no idea how I would go about that, but it's possible. There's potential there. You know, it'd be like that. Yeah, things are still normal. Yeah, how's the sausage? How is sausage? How is grilled sausage? God, I want a sausage. I get sausages tomorrow. Yes! I get food. I get to be fed in the way that always happens when you go to Grandma's house. Food will happen. It'll be great. That's all I'm gonna do at the Mother's Day. I'm just gonna eat a bunch of food. And by that, I mean I'm gonna eat like a couple of hot dogs and then just sit in the corner and like do Sudoku on my phone. But, you know, within reason. Got some radish, pickle, and mustard to go along with it. Ooh, yum. I think I need to polish the statue a little bit. There's a couple of marks on the cape that need, like, I guess buffing out might be the word. It's the only part that's a little bit funky, but it honestly looks cool as hell. I want to show you guys what it looks like. I did post it on Twitter at some point, but I should just show you it. But then she was like, can't. God, there are so many flags. Though I genuinely might, like, grab some of them. Not all of them, because some of them are, like, kind of specific. And are also just really close to flags that I am actually using in the setting. But flags that I'm not using in any capacity, that don't really resemble it, I could chuck them all in a thing and be like, yo, if you want flags, ooh, buddy. You don't gotta make them. I got them. I got them. And that would still end up being like, I don't know, 500 flags. There's a lot. You probably wouldn't get any of the spare lava goon ones, though, because they're a bit specific. But there's a shit ton from, like, the Who Fawns that it's like, yeah, you can go wild in there. There are a lot. There's a really funky grid one in there. Kind of funky. Hey, we're at the fish. I think that was why I picked it. I have to suddenly I have to check. What is that country? Because I think the reason I picked it is that it really, really vaguely resembles the curve of the archipelago that country has if you squint. It may have resembled it better in the past. But if you really squint at it, it's a similar-ish curve. And that was why I picked it. That's why I picked the fish. The fish flag is the one flag that I don't like, but I'm not going to change it. Well, that's a lie. I don't like the Glinzu Chol flag either, but I'm not going to change it because I'm really lazy. And because sometimes you're allowed to have bad flags. So, it's fine. The Daraki ones are good. Some of them are pretty nice. Some of them are also very bad. But hey, you can't all be winners. The Geodude flags, some of them are kind of cute and not too specific, so you can have them. You can change the colors if you need to. The Xianhole ones, some of them are very Xboxy, but you can go wild. I have like 20 variants of the same flag in there. Eastern Trio, there's a couple in there you could use. That one looks kind of like a dragon. It's kind of sick, actually. Look, I'll get you for a dragon. Ooh. A feature request. Did I have a look at it? Pretty sure I had. Oh, okay. Is it opening in any of the things, or is it crashing? Please. You can't. I don't think it wants me to see it. It has decided that I'm not allowed to see it. I'm gonna close the stream manager, and I'm gonna go find it myself. I'm gonna go look for it myself. Was that the image one? Or am I thinking of a different one? No, that's Kahuna's one. I'm thinking of Kahuna's one. What one was that? Ability to set starting. Ah, the starting number one. Aha! Found it. I got there eventually because it wasn't letting me use the link. Actually, I could just use a copy paste. Ah, you fool. Ah. That's not a bad idea, because then you can disrupt the list with something and then continue the list at a later point. For some reason, I hadn't thought of that when I read it initially. I was like, huh, I don't really see a use for it, but now I can definitely, now I've seen the use for it. I do like that idea. HTML does, BBQ doesn't, so now it should be up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how it would be implemented. The only way that I can imagine is if it's sort of like, kind of like how, oh, shit, I knocked the statue over. Kind of like how you can define the, like, spoiler's name. That's really a bad example. But, like, you could do something like where it's, like, bracket, OL, well, like, actually, no, it'd be bracket, well, it could be bracket OL, and then you, like, go equals 2, and it starts at 2 or something. I don't know. I'm not technologically the thing, so I don't know. I mostly use unordered lists, to be fair. I used an ungodly amount of them in my one-shot article. There was a lot of unordered lists in there. Ooh, buddy. Ooh. I was nesting them. It was absolutely bonkers. Oh, there's a little, like, gouge there. I know why, but... God, I have to paint this at some point. I don't want to do that. Yeah, something like that. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Something like that could work. At least in terms of the user experience. I'm not sure how you would implement it from the back-end angle, because I don't understand. I have basic knowledge of HTML, and it's not... It was enough to get me a high distinction, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. So, It sounds like a good feature, though. I think it would be nice just to have that little flexibility of, hey, I can split a list in half without everything breaking. Seems a good feature. I think it'd be a good idea. If it's something that can be implemented. Good lord, it is still going. What even are these ones? These Kuovianas, I think? In theory, that means we're near the end, but it doesn't mean anything. I think these are Kuovianas. Where the shit was Kuoviana? Yeah, they are Kuovianas. I can recognize my own goddamn drafts. Woo! My god, I recognize so many flags. Because below that is Muapacine, I see it. And then that would be probably Kuoviana as well. That was a Kuoviana test. What I wanted it to be pink. Because then that's Hiei Usewi. I know that. Because I have it up now, so I can see it. I can see them! My god. Is it going? My god. You can see how granular some of the changes are when it changes just like the color and the star. Because it's still at Yayusewi, and then it'll probably hit Gazegu or Jedzi. Hi, the orange door hinge! That would be Hungry and Hungry, isn't it? Kenichi, what's up? So, we've been dealing with a technical issue for, I think at this point, an hour. Where I accidentally pasted all of the flags that I've ever made into Streamlabs, and they have just been pasting and then deleting for an hour. Most of the stream has been a flag malfunction, which is very disappointing. There's Gazeju Zetsu. I see it. And then below that, that's a Yeisewi again. So they're not even in order. Yeah. I figured. At least I did recognize you. Life has started for you. Fair enough. Really fair. It's been an hour. I drew one tabard and then everything broke. I have drawn a second tabard, but you can't see it. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm just gonna draw a boot and then I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna draw a boot and then I'm gonna start on number 2 so that when the stream restarts properly, you can see progress has been made. Because I've spent most of the time just sitting here, to be fair. I didn't write the Shihiro one. Shit. I didn't decide anything about it. Yeah, watching the Parade of Nations at the first Pan-Galactic Olympic Games. You just have to believe me. You don't know. You can't tell me. You don't know anything. None of you know anything. You can't prove that I have not been productive. I have been doing what I said I was doing, which is tabards and T-posing. I've been T-posed the whole break. I did what I set out to do. Yeah, it's not my fault that you can't see it. I promise. Hey, it's at Beans flags now. These are not randomly generated flags. These are actual flags that I made. Because whenever I make a flag for a country or anything, I make like 10 variants to try and like find out ideas. So I save all of them. So I have a lot of them. Day has not, no. That has not started in any capacity. We are seeing each other in person next week. And while it will not start then, because we're meeting in person to play Bloodborne, measurements can be taken. And I have fabric, so I could genuinely just be like, hey, here's the fabric. I'm sending it home with you. Go wild. Here's the purple shit. There is a couple of... I think one of the flags had a flower on it. Kind of. Sort of. There was one that was flower-esque in here. But I think Reem and Burry's ones have already long since passed. Because that was a cool gem flower. It was a cool diamond flower. That's the only one that had a flower on it, though. The rest of them are all stars. I don't actually remember what the meaning of the Reem and Burry flag was. I think I wrote it down. Hold on. What was the meaning of the Reem and Burry one? It is Land of Flowers. So there is one flower. One flower flag. In this setting. Specifically. In real life, a lot of flags have inspiration from flowers, and some have like this, they're like country or like state seals on them, and those seals have flowers in them. A specific flower flag, I don't think so. For the rest of the chat, the chat, decided that there will apparently, in the final article for my costume challenge article, in the article, there will be pictures of me in the tabard, which requires me or my friend to make the tabard. So, I tried to make a tabard out of spare cloth, not like a full-size one, like one that would fit on like a doll. It went very poorly, but that's because I'm not good at sewing. And also the fabric was unironed and very flimsy. So it stretched a lot. So it just like flopped. So I did attempt. I made an attempt. Funky. There are 33 countries. Pop. Yep. All right. All right. Something will happen. Okay. Something will occur because the thing is, the article will probably be done in like a week or so, right? Let's say hypothetically that I finish this article by, let's pick a date. Calendar, Google. That I finish the article in most senses by the 16th. Let's say the article is finished by the 16th. That then gives me 2.5 weeks to make a tabard. So if, for instance, my friend is unable to do it, guess what, motherfucker? I have 2 weeks to figure out how to sew. I have a sewing machine. I don't know how to use it. It's been in a closet for 4 years. Because technically it's not mine, but I have been given full permission to use it. I have full permission to use everything in my linen closet. Because the person who owns it doesn't care. Because she's not here, she does not give a shit. She said it's cool. So I can just go wild. I can make a tabard. Technically it is cosplay. Technically it's cosplay. In the strict sense of the word, yes. Because we're doing the costume challenge. And I'll post the link if it will let me. The TLDR is that the current world building task is not flags. It is costumes and, you know, like outfit design. And so my concept is a bunch of tabards, basically. Funky little tabards. And everyone decided that I should make one of them. And so I'm going to. This technically is not the first time I have cosplayed, but there is only evidence of one of the previous times. And that was also an outfit that was for a setting. So luckily I don't think you can see any of those pictures, which is a good thing. I have them, but no one has to see them. Somehow that got me I want a t-shirt with that. And it's literally just me in a dress with like a really shitty cloak on. But because it was an in-universe outfit, I won an award, like the Beautiful People challenge. And I was like, holy shit. Fuck. Jesus. See, the issue is I can't show you the look I'm going for because you can't see it. Yes. Oh, okay. So, okay. I guess the Game of Tomes one is also... That's not cosplay, that's just a costume. That is not a cosplay. That was just an outfit. Because it doesn't represent anything. It's just me wearing a suit and having a flower crown. The cosplay incident I'm talking about is from 2018 summer camp? 2018 summer camp. I wore a very bad outfit, which again was literally just a dress, a bad red cloak, and a piece of a circle, a paper circle attached to where the cloak like connects with a moon drawn on it. And that was my attempt to closet cosplay an outfit from one of my previous settings. And I posted it in the Beautiful People channel for summer camp, for the award ceremony, because at all the award ceremonies we have a little dress-up thing where everyone can dress up for the ceremony. And because it was summer camp and it was Halloween, it was like costumey, right? Like it's not just people dressing fancy. Because for like World Ember one, because it happens in like January or February, you just dress up very fancy. For summer camp, it happens in like September, October. You get a little Halloween-y with it. And so it was a costume, and it was, again, very, very simple, and I got a t-shirt because of it, because I said it was an in-universe outfit, and they were like, that's really impressive, that's really cool. You get a t-shirt. And I'm like, holy shit. What a fucking t-shirt. And that was the first time I won anything on World Anvil, and that's why I'm still here. Yeah, we start moving at sunrise. Ugh. Damn. Yeah, life's busy. There's a couple of streams that I haven't done in the last couple of weeks because I've been either busy or sore. Mostly because I've been very sore, because I've had, like, work stuff. Because I deliver junk mail, and that requires a lot of walking, and it makes my hand very sore because I have to keep rolling junk mail. So I took 2 Tuesdays in a row off because I was doing that. I think is how that's worked out. Do I have a picture of the incident? Would it be in here? I do have a picture of the incident. Oh god. I do have the picture. And then there is a previous cosplay thing, but there is no evidence that it exists. I also don't own the dress anymore, so I don't have to deal with this problem. No one has to ever see it again. I hope. I swear to God, if someone has evidence, I'll lose my mind. But I don't think anyone does. There was a snake guarding the junk mail in my mailbox recently. Oh my god. I'm so glad that there aren't snakes on my delivery route. I mostly end up dealing with, like, very angry dogs. I haven't been bitten by a dog, because I usually just yell at them to fuck off, and they usually, like, back down. If I yell at them enough, they respect me as the alpha male that I definitely am, and they leave me alone. Cats are good. Cats don't bother me, though. It's mostly just the dogs. Hey, Zach, I just bark at them. I bark at them going, fuck! And that's it. It usually works. It doesn't work, but they don't run at me, because usually they're in their backyards, and they're just barking at me through the fence. So I haven't been attacked yet. But there is time. I've only been doing it for like 4 months, so there is still time. There is still time for me to get bitten by a dog. I'm just saying. It can happen, and it might. I don't have high hopes that it won't. I just kind of assume that at some point a dog is going to attack me. Because that happens so often, you know? Yeah, that's like the thing. It's like, I don't want to look like a weirdo for just like yelling shut up at a random dog. But also, I feel like everybody gets it. I don't think anyone's gonna judge me too harshly for getting barked at repeatedly and going, shut up, at the dog. It's not my fault the dog's loud. Dog's mean. Most of them are good dogs, but they're just very, very jumpy. And it's very annoying. There's 2 that are huge, and luckily I have never had to deal with them outside of their backyard. But like, because I don't actually deliver to that house, but I walk past it to get to the houses I deliver to. And, oh boy, that dog is big loud. And if it got out, it would probably jump on me. Because it's a very excitable dog. That dog has energy for days, and it terrifies me. Yeah, exactly. If I get it, if dogs really start coming at me, there's not a whole lot I can do about that, because I can't run. Even if I wanted to, and you wouldn't. You don't run from the dogs. You stand your ground and you tell them to piss off, and they usually back down. But, like, I couldn't run if I wanted to, because I usually have a very heavy bag, and sometimes a thing, like a bag on wheels that I'm dragging behind me. I can't run. So if dogs approach me, that is simply what I have to deal with. Like, at that point, I'm just leaving it up to fate. Like, at that point, God decides if I die or not. It's like, if I'm gonna get bitten by a dog, I have no choice in the matter. I'm just dealing with this. Again, luckily, haven't had to deal with that yet. I have been, because most people aren't out a whole lot at that time of day that I deliver, because I deliver at like 2 p.m. Most people aren't out with their dogs at 2 p.m. on a weekday, because most people are like at home, at work, or on the way to school to pick up their kids. So very few people are out walking their dogs at the time that I deliver, because I deliver during school hours most days, so nobody is out. So I'm good. Like, I'm cool. It's just a matter of telling dogs in their backyards shut the fuck up. Sometimes it works, rarely. Gotta decide if I get rabies or not, right? No, I haven't had any incidents yet. Well, okay, I did get yelled at by a guy once. Because I was delivering, I put junk mail in his mailbox when he was, like, coming down the street towards me. And he told me, like, not to put that trash in his box. And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, sir. And I, like, very clumsily pulled it back out because I'd actually put it, like, all the way in his mailbox. I very clumsily pulled it out. Here's the thing, right? His mailbox did not say no junk mail. So I had no reason to assume that he did not want junk mail. Like, I know nobody wants junk mail. I don't do this job because I think people want what I deliver. I do this job because I need money. And I know that most people immediately take the junk mail and throw it in the bin. But, like, the only, like, limit of my job is I deliver to every house that I can physically get mail into and that doesn't have a no junk mail sign. That's it. Those are the only restrictions. If I can fit it in the mailbox and it doesn't say not to put it in there, I put it in there. So his box was open, like, free slot, and it didn't say no junk mail. So I delivered. This flag thing has been going on for an hour and a half. Like, an hour and a half. Jesus Christ. It takes longer to delete than it does to place. Fucking hell. Alright. Let's get the funky one in so you guys can come back to the funky one. This stream is gonna continue until these flags are gone, so I'm gonna be here until 1:30. I swear to God. Oh, that's the reason I had the flag up, because I was putting up the star on it. Dipshit. Alright. I remember now. Oh, right, yeah. They are slightly different because I'm a I think the way it happens, like, I'm a contractor. It's a job that I have. And so you can deliver junk mail to to anyone's mailbox that doesn't say do not. Basically. That is a thing that you can do. You can just deliver junk mail. It's usually, like, shopping catalogs. Occasionally it's, like, real estate bullshit. One time I had to deliver political propaganda. Very annoying. Because you can do that. You can do leaflets. Most of the time, you don't really... I try not to put too much in the mailbox because there's usually a letter slot, or there is, like, the newspaper slot? Like, where you roll it up and you would put it in, like, the newspaper slot. That's where I usually put the junk mail. Some houses don't have that. And so it's those houses that I'm really careful about not overflowing. Because I really, like, I stop delivering to a house fairly quickly if they don't clean out their junk mail. Like, if I deliver for 2 weeks and you don't pick it up either of those weeks, the third week I don't deliver to your house, kind of stuff. And when you don't have a dedicated, like, newspaper slot, I am really careful. Luckily, I think all of them clear themselves out fairly quickly, so I don't have that problem that often. But it's, it's a whole thing. It's a shit job. But again, I get paid and I already go for walks, so I'm like, who the fuck cares? Why not? That's why I got the job, because I was like, yeah, I go for walks. I love to get paid to walk. That's what I do all the time. I do this for fun. I can get paid. I can get paid dirt. Sweet. That's basically it, Ah, jeez. You got slots. With no lock. Oh, God. Yeah, so you don't have slots. Most people have slots. Some people, like, it's a box with a slot. And you slip the letters in through the slot, or you have a little round thing out on the side, and you chuck it in there. And that's usually the way. Some people's boxes are really... There's one box that doesn't say no junk mail, but I've never delivered to them because I physically don't know how to get mail into their box. Like, I look at it and I'm like, how the shit am I supposed to get anything in here? Like, there's no hole. There's no flap that moves. Like, how am I supposed to get it in? And so I just don't. I just leave it. I'm just like, you don't get junk mail. And they probably don't give a shit. Because as far as I know, my area had no one delivering that junk mail to it for like 3 months until I got the job. Because the lady retired. And no one wants to get paid like $4 an hour or the equivalent thereof to deliver junk mail. Except for me, because I don't have a job. And I just don't see why not. So, hey. Yeehaw. Oh my god. If one of them had that, I'd lose it. There is that fun, because, like, people have a variety of no junk mail signs. Some of them say, no junk mail, thank you. Some of them just say, some say no, like, advertisements or circulars. And I'm like, what the fuck is a circular? Because it's an old sign from, like, the 80s. And then a bunch of them have tank water in use signs, which doesn't affect my job at all. But every time I see them, I have to double take to make sure it says tank water and not no junk mail. Because for context, we had one of the droughts that we had, you had to have a sign saying, like, if you were using tank water, you had a sign up saying that you did, because otherwise the council would come and, like, check to see you weren't illegally using too much water in a drought. So we have tank water signs and a bunch of stuff for people who had tanks, like tanks for their water storage, like rainwater and stuff. So that was fun. I love those signs. They're my favorite. Yeah, no junk. If a mailbox said no junk mail asshole, I would respect that. I think that's funny. They should do that more often. Hell, I'll respect somebody, like, writing on their mailbox in Sharpie, no. All you have to do is say no. I won't deliver. I'm just like, alright, shit, okay. Makes my life easier, I don't have to carry as much. I like when that happens. I like having less to do. My job is easier the less that I have to actually do. The less I have to deliver, the better. Oh god, that flag is gonna be a nightmare to actually convert into the thing. They're cycling faster! We're getting there! Yeah, just no. I think the reason it's cycling faster is that there's less of them. Because that's like that's like 2 folders left. It is, holy shit. It's rampant. I didn't do anything. Wow. Because now it's on the main folder. That's the main folder done. Yes. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Now, we do have an issue, which is that, I can't interact with the remaining 2. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There it is. Here it is. Here we go. 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 It's here. It's over. We did it. Folks, we survived. Good evening. Why isn't my art program showing anymore? What the hell? Hi, everybody. What's up? Haven't seen y'all in like an hour and a half. Oh my god. Okay, so I didn't get a whole lot done in that time. I did draw this. We do have a tabard. So I did 1 tabard. And now I can show you the Hero Forge minis. Because now you guys can actually see me. Do I have a black background that I can use to show this more effectively? Maybe that? I have the bronze one. I forgot to show it on any of the previous streams because I've had it for like a week and a half. And then I didn't stream on Tuesday and forgot to show it. So I have, you know, it's made out of bronze. It's cool as shit. Oh, look, it's a new flag. Another one. Oh my god. So yeah, that was the Hero Forge, the Heroes Challenge reward, is I got that. I also got, because it was a gift voucher for $125 or thereabouts. So I had some leftover money. And so I also got a mini of my D&D character, who I talk about all the time because she's my favorite and I love her. And I'm gonna probably commission one of the guys in my tabletop group to paint it. That was the hero that won the challenge. This is indeed Ankun Lidwa, the character whose name nobody knew how to pronounce because I didn't say it. I didn't write it down. Oops. But yeah, so that is actually that's Ankun's statue. It put it on a car. Oh my god, that would work though, wouldn't it? So those are my two minis, and I like them both. And I'm debating whether I should take this one to my tabletop meeting on Monday so that I can commission, like, I can hand it off to a guy and be like, please, paint my miniatures. I need them painted. I know at least one of the guys does paint minis a shit ton. So I'm like, yes, do it for me. How much do you want? I have cash. I'll pay you. I have 2 minis that need to be painted now. And I'm like, well, shit. No, they don't. Well, they can. You can. So Hero Forge has the option to print them in colored plastic, but it costs more. It costs more to have it print in colored plastic. And even though the gift voucher was like $125, the bronze statue was already like $100, and it cost a decent amount in shipping. So I didn't buy the colored one. I just bought it in plain primed plastic. And then I have another miniature from Eldritch Foundry that I also got for free from World Ember, I think. And that one's actually black, not grey. And so I want to get both of those painted. And I don't have any of the, like, I don't have small enough paintbrushes or the right kind of paints. So I don't want to paint it. I also don't like painting. So I'm going to try and fob it off to one of the guys and be like, please, paint it for me. I've seen your work. Oh, can I pay them in junk mail? Oh my god. I'll just bring my Aldi catalog and be like, bro, early. There's plastic, bronze, I think that's it. Bronze is like their thing. Like that is their unique offering that they have bronze statues. You can buy digital, like the 3D, like the model for it, and then print it yourself if you have a 3D printer. Because it's cheaper that way, in theory. In practice, technically it's not, but yeah, BB can do it. Pray with Frank. Yes, pay them with Frank Walker from National Tiles. Oh my god. So yeah, plastic, premium plastic, colored plastic, and bronze. Wood would be pretty tight. Wood would be a pretty cool mini. Wood would be. Ha 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 ha. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, they used the mold to make an evident mold. I did think that was the case. That makes a lot of sense. It turned out really good, to be honest. Literally the only part that's kinda iffy is there's a couple of, like, spots on the cloak. But I think all I'd need to do to fix that is just, like, a little bit of, like, the, like, scratchy felt stuff to, like, buff it out. And that'd probably get rid of the weird spots. Because that's just, like, a pouring thing. And that's normal. So I'm like, yeah, it still looks cool as hell. It's a bronze statue. This shit's gonna, like, live longer than I will. So I'm just like, hell yeah. This rules. I have no complaints. Wood would be really hard to do anything. You'd have to carve it yourself, and that would cost a lot. Like, hand carving is not cheap. Like, paying someone to carve stuff for you is hella expensive. So I'm like, yeah, no, I completely understand why they don't offer a wood one. You can technically 3D print with wood, kind of, but I feel like that's a really expensive thing. In the same way that you can technically 3D print meat, you can 3D print wood, but it would cost a lot. So I don't blame them for that at all, for not doing that. You made a statue with a sword, the person would get splinters. That too. You accidentally just like splinter yourself on that. I'm like, no thanks. I don't want to give the consumer splinter. Meat miniature. Ah, yes. Let's 3D print a meat miniature. That's gonna go great. Yes, that was gold. A lot of metals you could definitely like make a mini out of, but they offer bronze because it's cheaper than any of the other alternatives. A gold statue would be pretty tight though. I will say that a gold statue would be pretty tight. I have just realized that the fabric I have wouldn't be making the tabard, it'd be making a dress. That's deeply unfortunate. Oh dear. Oh no. That's not gonna work. Nope. Yeah, a meat miniature. I mean, that is basically what it is. Like, that is it. That is what it is. And it's like, ugh. Okay. This is technically still a tabard, but it's gonna be really funky. This one's gonna be a very weird one. This is the one where we get to go wild. This is not the one that I'm gonna make, by the way. The issue with making them is I don't have a lot of fabrics on hand. I have like the only fabric that I have a shit ton of is purple. And the flag that's purple is the one that I haven't drawn. And I'm like, oh god, that one's an actual dress. I can't make a dress. The easiest one would be this one, obviously, because it's literally just like a white tabard. I don't have white fabric. So, how much does it weigh? That is true, yeah. It weighs a decent amount. Like, these two weigh completely different amounts. Like, this one is like a couple grams. This one is like several times that. It is decently heavy, and you need an amount of extra gold because it needs to fill the mold. There's a flag you haven't drawn. No, there's a flag that I haven't drawn its tabard for, like the 4th tabard, because there's 3 tabards and a dress, and I haven't drawn the dress that goes with the 4th flag. I have drawn so many flags. I have so many flags. Please. Let me die. We counted like 70? 68? 68? 67. 67 flags. At least that I currently have saved to that file. That's technically not counting a weird side project, but we don't count that because it's a bad project, so we don't worry about it. No. No, I've made like 68, 67, and again, you then times that by 10 for all of the all of the drafts that I do. There are a lot of flags. A lot of flags. It took an hour to paste them all into Streamlabs and then like another hour to delete them. It's now 12:03, but I feel like I need to at least finish this tabard design before I leave. I would have done all 4 if that hadn't happened, but oops. Oopsie fucking daisies. This one gets to be funky, though. Because this one is big funky. This one's where the weird shit happens. This is where I get to big. Yet. Yeah. I mean, they started loading at like, what? 20 past 11? No, 20 past 10? And they only finally got rid of themselves at like 10 to 12. So, we were there for a while. How long was it? How long was this tabard meant to be? That is not the correct page. That tabard is meant to be longer than that. No, it's meant to be just a steeper curve. Yeah. I see what I was going for there. Let's see. You missed the sausage! Ah, devastating. I can't believe this. What does mustard even taste like? Great question. Ugh. I definitely know. I don't eat mustard most of the time. I'm trying to think. I don't think it's sweet, is it? Is mustard sweet? I don't actually know. Yeah, try. I mean, I'm gonna try a lot of things, and I feel like I don't need to put mustard on that list. I feel like I have other staple foods that should go first. Yeah, Dijon mustard, which is more on the sweet side compared to the strong mustard, which you normally have, which is basically yellow wasabi. Oh my god. Dear lord. Let's go with tangy. Tangy's a good description of that. How do I draw those sleeves? Oh, because they're long sleeves. I remember now. I know what's happening. Okay. So the sleeve goes kind of like this. Starts like this. But, you see, been bamboozled. Then it goes like this. Wait. It goes to a point. Okay, that's weird. It's like a teardrop back there. Because they're connected? It's like, what is happening on this one? I think these ones are separately connected. We'll throw the second one in first. Draw in the second sleeve before you get to that one. There we go. Draw those in too. Over here. Yay. Hope that's gotta be risotto. Risotto is good. I am a fan of risotto. I mean, it is just a lot of rice, and I'm like, rice is good. Rice is good food. No, wait. Oh, so that looks like it's actually longer than the tabard then, actually. How are you gonna fit the star on there? There's no space. Spicy but not spicy. It has its unique spice, I suppose. Maybe it actually would probably make us have an even thing, actually. Not that more asymmetry isn't good, I'm just thinking it's probably better for everything if it's not another asymmetric. I don't think asymmetric gown works as well. Nothing as bad as ghost peppers. Nothing is quite as bad as ghost peppers. That's just how ghost peppers are. Like, that's just how it be. No one wants to have ghost peppers. That means these ones are actually going to be connected like that. Because there's no way you'd have the cape in the back if it was that one. Because you have to sew it on again. They're going to be real weird. I have no idea how these connect. I don't know what the back looks like on this one. I don't want to know. We're not making this one. Where's the star going? Down here? And the star down here? Where's the star down there? Yeah, and a quarter-inch piece of ghost pepper beef jerky. That was more than enough for a lifetime. Ooh, boy. That already sounds like plenty, and I am not familiar with spice, so I don't need that in my life. I will pass. I have no hatred for spice, but I am not well-suited. I don't think it would go well. This looks less weird when you put it like that. Ah, this was like, oh, I'm meant to be sleeves! But sleeves. It's a sleeve that keeps going. There's a sleeve that keeps going there. And then it gets the hands. When you combine them all, you kind of get a sense for what's going on here. But not really. One chip or the ghost pepper chocolate. Oh no. That sounds kind of horrific, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like a lot. Like, I like chocolate. I don't think you need to put anything like that spicy in your chocolate. Why are you putting spice in your chocolate? That's bizarre to me. I do not approve of this spicy chocolate nonsense. Shit. Now we're at the one that I don't know how to draw. Because that one's funky. This one gets to be funky. Oh, oops, I opened the wrong page on top of myself. Oh no. Eat alligator snapping turtle jerky. What? What? I won't even pretend to understand. I'm scared. I know individually what these words mean. I don't want to understand. I don't want to know. Oh, I haven't drawn any T.U. Amara art since, like, a while. Oops. Oh, they did it last November. Oh, no. Oh, they did, didn't they? I think they did it while I was asleep. And that's why I didn't know. But in the perverse kind of way. Naturally. Naturally. What are these outfits? I don't... Shit. I've drawn less art than I thought I had. Oh, hey, I remember that one. This one's the one where it gets kind of weird. Because they're all very different, these outfits. This is the one with the purple flag, by the way. Let me go grab that. Flag. Where are you at? Flags, come back. That's the final flag. Oops. Oh, wow. Oops. You ate a spicy random-ass black chip a few weeks ago. I don't think it was. I presume not. You're still alive, and that means it probably wasn't. I just assume. You know? I just assume. Ugh. Well, hold on, because what I'm thinking is I've drawn one picture of high society in this setting, but it's for a different area. So it doesn't totally make sense that it would actually apply. The waistline might apply, though. That's just a shirt. That's just a regular shirt. Got a colored shirt on that one. You can have a colored shirt in a dress. Why not? Let's see. I mean, there is that part where, like, if you eat more spicy food, which happens, it tends to vary by culture, you'll be more or less good at it. I am incredibly white, so spices may kill me. I jest, but I also don't. I'm unconvinced at present as to how bad it would go. I don't know what to do for this one, because I had an idea, and I don't know how to draw it. You eat all the spices. Nom. Nom, nom, nom. Nom, nom, nom. Bang. I'm going to quickly do some research for something. Because I have ideas. Not Victorian. Shit. God damn it. Not Victorian fashion. The other one. The other one. It ain't that one. You will specify when you were longer, not much now. I mean, I don't think I had anything that you could call spicy until I was like... Until like last year, because we bought some of that like... You get like the rice packets that come with the flavoring already on the rice. And they take like 15 minutes to cook in the pot. We got Indian one of that. I actually really liked it, but my parents didn't. Because they are apparently more white than me, which you do the math on how that works. I thought it was quite nice. Because she was always going, like, mom's always going, like, you need to have a glass of water with it. And I'm like, yes, mom. And then I would just eat all of it and be like, yeah, it was a little spicy, but it wasn't like that spicy. So apparently I am marginally better at dealing with spicy foods than my parents. Which Is that a high bar to clear? I don't think so. It's a fairly low bar. God, I had ideas. I'm not sure I wrote about this one, didn't I? Is a dress, the shirt diagonal hem, bell sleeves. Bell sleeves. Okay. I did write this one. I got it. I wrote about that one. I wrote about 2 of them in the article, and then I didn't actually continue. Because I was meant to do the rest, and then I didn't. Can I imagine you gotta put water in the hood's cooked? Similar kind of thing. Similar. I mean, I don't know. Similar? Similar-ish. They're just quick, easy, make food. Food that quick, easy, make the food. And I mean, rice isn't that technically long to cook anyway, so, you know. Oop. Is that actually control Z-ing properly? Yes, it is. Now it is. If it selects the correct window, it will do the thing. And this one's an actual sleeve. These sleeves are actual, like, enclosed sleeves. Because this is not a tabard. In spite of everything I have told you, this is not a tabard. This is a dress. And that is for reasons. It will all be explained. No, some of it will be explained in the article, I swear to God. Some of it. Only some of it. This is also kinda long. Maybe. I might make that shorter at some point. And that edge looks a bit weird. Easy to cook food. Oh yeah, absolutely. Portable, easy to cook, quick to eat, and delicious. Yes, exactly. Like 2-minute noodles. They are superb. And you can just make them basically anywhere you can get a kettle. It's like, yes. There was genuinely, like, at some point, like, I had uni classes that were up until, like, 5-ish. And it's like, okay, so I had to make my own dinner that night because my parents eat dinner at, like, 5:30. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to get home until 6. So I need to make my own dinner. And it's like, okay, so there's an option here. Either I, cook something when I get home, I buy something on the way, or I stay at uni, find a kettle, and make noodles. And I never did it, but I thought about it. I thought about it several times, and I was like, I could just have noodles and just sit at uni for a while and eat noodles. And I'm like, but that would mean I come home in, like, the evening rush. And I'm like, ew, no. And so I didn't do that. But I thought about it. Because the Pride room on campus has a kettle. And so does, like the corner cafe. There's like 7 kettles on campus. And I'm like, yes, I know where at least one of them is. And I've been given permission to use it. Because at some point I went to like a Pride picnic and they told us that like the room had like thing. And I'm like, I'm not even part of the Pride club, but I'm like hyped now. I love the fact that we have this. I am not going to actually draw that star. I swear to God, I don't care. I don't care. Imagine, if you will, a star here. It isn't at the right amount of points. This actually looks really simple, which is kind of weird, because it's actually not meant to be that simple. Which is why these are sketches. Because there's meant to be a little bit more to it than that, I think. Could possibly include like a little sash. I think the sash is kind of an important element now. Decorate the head a little bit. Well, the neckline even a little bit. There's no undershirt though. You can't see the undershirt because it's just an actual dress though. That is basically the idea of it, though. They're all fairly straightforward as outputs. They're literally just asymmetric tabards, as opposed to having like an actual like. Because most tabards, it's like, you know, like a belt in there, and then it's either like flat, or it does that thing where it's like, it's still symmetric. Like that's how tabards work, and the key thing with these is that they are not they're not symmetric. They all have this asymmetric angle to them, which is why they're fun. The thing is, right, like with creating, because like I have fabric that is close in color to this. It's a little bit less saturated than that, but I have fabric like this. But this is the one that's a dress. I can make a tabard version though, and I might do that, where it basically would just you would just make the sleeves a little bit shorter. It could be like the rank and file version. The dress is for more higher ups, and there is a tabard version, but it's like really cheap. Or it's like, you know, Is the fabric silky or woolly? For this specific outfit, I would say silky. This one, it's silky. On the other three, it's woolen. Just because of like the climate difference and the fact that these people are rich as shit. Merchants, baby, we love it. We love to be merchants. We love to have cash. God, I wish I had more time to talk about this, but I will have to go to bed because I have to go out tomorrow. Like, I actually don't have the luxury of staying up much later than I have now because I have to go out. And so what we're gonna do is we are gonna end up raiding Ryder Greg, as we should have done 20 minutes ago, but we were dealing with technical problems. So I felt that I had to go for a little bit longer so that I could actually do the thing that I was supposed to do for the whole stream, and then I didn't for an hour and a half because, so we will be raiding Ryder Greg. I will remind you all quickly that our raid pool is Get Bready, and you can use channel points to claim the bread emote. Can't stay for raid, that's a shame. But thank you for coming. Hopefully you all had a lovely time. Was the flag thing good or bad? You tell me. I have no idea what happened. Hey, you know what? Whatever. It happens. Hopefully we'll have a lovely day, no matter what it is that you're doing with it, whether you're eating your lovely chicken soup, or you're, you know, drawing, or writing, or sleeping. Hopefully it's good. For Aussies, happy Mother's Day for today, I guess. It's Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow for a gaming stream. We'll see. I might be exhausted and might cancel. Who knows? I don't want to do a flag showcase every stream. I do not have the mental capacity for that. Maybe a limited flag Maybe a limited flag showcase. I will see, hopefully, you guys around in other streams. Bye! Bye, everybody! Hey!